thought I'd start right in with my crazy good art journal on doing a page using Lynn's great system for making a page, great art page. And I recently bought this set of art mixed media gel sticks at Walmart. It was about a little less than $9. And I've never used, this is similar to gelatos, I think. Never used this art medium before, so I decided that's what I'd use on my first page that I'm working on. So let's get started. Lynn had done a video where she used her great process. G is for ground floor, which is your background. R is repeating pattern. E is ephemera. A is art. And T is texture. So I thought I would try these out on this spread and just see how it works. See if we like it. And if I don't like it, I guess I'll change out my pages or cover it up with something else. You can always add paper over what you have there. So, nice little set. Some orange and yellow-orange. It's red, I guess, and a pinky purple. Purple, 2 blues, green, a brown, gray, white, and a black. So that's a pretty nice arrangement of colors. And since when Lynn was doing her page, I'll just kind of follow what she did. She put down some purple to begin with. So I will do that. I've never used gelatos or any of these things before, so this is something new for me, so we'll see how this goes. It goes on very smoothly. Very smoothly. Let me just put some up here too while we're doing it. A little bit there. Try another color. I'll add some pink to it. We'll see how that goes. It may be weird, but anyway, we'll see how it looks. And you can always use some blue with purple. It looks pretty. Put some up here in the pink. I'm just messing around here. I don't know what this is going to look like. This is water soluble, so I can use some water over it and see how it blends. So we'll try that. I've got a sugar bowl full of water over here. That's a nod to being fancy. So, anyway. This is, bringing the color across. My pages are sliding around slightly. Let's see how this goes. This is a new medium for me. I've never used these before, so I have no idea if this brand is anywhere near the quality you would get with regular gelatos, which I've heard several people on YouTube using those. Pam and the Paper Outpost was the first person I heard that used them, and of course Lynn was using them the other day. So my book is getting a bit wet here, so we'll see how this does. Okay. I thought another thing I might do is just go over this wet and see how this works in there. Make some swirly doos. Where it's on dry paper, it has that texture, and when it's wet, it just kind of blends into it. So it's interesting. Okay, well, I'll proceed with this page later, but I'm going to let it dry. This is how these two pages looked after it dried overnight. And this page was coffee dyed and pretty dark coffee stain on it. So it seemed so much dimmer and darker than this side did. I decided to add some of the white, get it out. This white, I don't know what to call these. They're called gel sticks is what they're called. Mixed media gel sticks. That's kind of a long name. I wish they'd given them a fancy name like gelatos. But anyway, these are the ones I found at Walmart, so this is what I'm working with. Anyway, they just go on real smooth, and I noticed that if you rub it, it just kind of blends in. But once it's had water put on it, it doesn't seem to rub off anymore. And maybe after a while, this doesn't either. I'm going to leave that like that. And I don't know what I'm going to do next, so I'm going to turn the camera off and wait until I figure it out. I started working on this and I added repeating pattern. I use this stamp to put the design on there with archival ink and watering can. And I just put 3 here, and there's 1 there and 1 there. And it's kind of too much right now, but hopefully I can put some other things on there and it will kind of disappear in the background. This is a piece of Scotch tape, just regular Scotch tape, matte finish, that I put down on a picture in a magazine and lifted up. It is a stairway. And so I have some of it up here that I patched the page with. And this piece I'm just putting down here to balance that. So I'm just going to stick it right about here and hope for the best there. The other thing I did while I had the camera off was I got out some chalk pastels and just added this green in a few places, this bright orange, and then an old set that I had that was my brother's, and it was this really bright orange here. I put that on there. In Lynn's formula here, ground floor is background. So everything I've done is background except the repeating patterns. I've added that. And I'm thinking about using some bubble wrap and some gold paint and just doing that kind of splatter-like thing on there. I haven't decided on that for sure, and I think my paint dried up. I have to start on it again. Ephemera is next, and I'm planning to use some postage stamps for that. And the next one is art. Not sure about that. And texture, I'm going to use some modeling paste, I think, with a stencil. But I thought I'd just go a little ways here and see how we go. I have these watercolors that are iridescent colors, and I was thinking about adding some of this on here. I don't know if I'm getting too much color in the background or not. I might do this later. Come back around on some of the things. The next thing I wanted to do, I think, is the repeating pattern and add this gold on there. But I think I'll let it get too dry to do that. See what happens when I put it over here. Oh, that's all right. See if we can do that. I just want a little bit to maybe kind of add some sparkle to it. I think I need more. This is just some Folk Art Metallic in Rose Gold color from Walmart. What I'm doing is I'm just kind of spreading that out with this and getting some paint on this piece of bubble wrap. Let's see, where do I want this? I don't want a whole lot on here, but I do think it kind of jazzes it up a little bit to do that. I need to remind myself to have fun. That's what this is all about, is having fun. And I can't kind of up to, oh, am I going to ruin it? Am I going to ruin it? I hope not. Okay, I'm stopping with that. So that needs to dry just a little bit. And I have these postage stamps that I went through. I have some that I have mixed, sorted out. And I chose ones that had colors that were similar to what I had in the background. Some orange and some purple. That's kind of more blue than purple, but it's orange. And a couple of green ones. And I really liked this bird, but I'm not sure I'm not sure I want to use him on this, even though I think he's really cool. He would be a good focal point, but I don't know. I'll have to think about that. And the other thing I was going to do, is do some asymmetric writing. I don't know if you've heard of that or not, but it's just writing what looks like script, what looks like handwriting, except it's illegible. It's just making marks. And I thought I might do some of that on here and kind of in that space right there. And that kind of scares me because I might mess it up. Here we go with that business. But I need for this paint to dry a little bit here. I could use a Crayola. I have these Crayolas from long ago. And I think I would just use a dark color. I don't know if there's a black in here. That's a pine green. There's black. Or I could use this marker I've got. It's a calligraphy marker that I got at Dollar General. It's not very good. It's kind of got a scratchy point on it. So I wouldn't mind running it over something like this that has all kinds of texture on it already. So, decisions. I think I'm just going to go ahead and put something right here. Okay, so we're having fun, right? Trying to have fun. Trying not to get stressed about ruining the artwork, which is pretty wild and crazy. It'd be kind of hard to ruin it, wouldn't it? I'm going to try out this on, I'm going to set this aside for a second and just kind of practice a little bit with some asymmetric writing. I'll do it on this paper here. What I've heard people say to do when you do this is just to think about something, even if it's something simple like the sun is shining today and the trees are blooming and things like that. So that may be what I try. But you just start out and just kind of think about writing but not writing. Just things like this. I don't particularly like the way this Crayola is looking on this, so I may change to the marker. Well, let's see how the green looks. It's kind of a pretty color, but I don't know how it's going to look on that paint. Also, this kind of takes a little bit of doing this to kind of get into the rhythm of it, where you feel like you're making it look like it's something that would be written, and somebody might say, oh, what does that say? I can't read it, but it must say something important. Maybe practicing for a moment on this is good. That's kind of messy there, but anyway. Just sign it with a signature. Make it look bold. I don't know. What do you think? Does that even look like anything? Try to make some loops down and cross some T's and dot some I's and put a period in. That looks better, I think. Still not terribly great, but anyway. I think I'll give it a try if this is dry. And that doesn't look dry right there. That's not completely dry there either. I sprayed the pages with hairspray because of this chalk pastel. This right here was really about to rub off, but look how pretty that is right there. Can you see that? With that gold over that orange. I just think that looks really pretty. Even though this is, right now to me, this looks really messy. But there are places like that I really like the way that looks. It's kind of exciting, isn't it? When you see that part of it. We'll see what happens when we do this. Right now I'm just trying to figure out where exactly I want to start. I think I may start up over this stuff right here because I kind of want to have something that goes over the top of some of those. To me, they just look too square. So let's see. Put a G on there. Too many T's. Okay, I don't know how you think that looks. I kind of like it. So, it's there. For better or for worse. Okay, that was my art. So, I skipped down and picked up the A. And Lynn says that's fine. You can do it in whatever order you want to do it. It's just to get great pages. You do these things and see what happens. So, that is done, and I want to put the stamps on, and I want to put on some of the texture paste, this sculpturing medium. I've seen Chantel of the Purring Cat Studio use this, and she likes this particular thing. This is a brand new tube. I just opened it. I've never used this before, so that's going to be an interesting thing to do. The next thing I'm going to do is decide about where the stamps go and which ones I want to use. And I've decided I'm going to save this bird back for another page or another journal. I like this one. This was a Czechoslovakian stamp. It might look pretty there. This one is from, oh, I don't know what that is. This one is Romania. It's orange also. Maybe there. And I need some green ones on here. I don't know where this one is. Republic of Oriental, Uruguay. And I think I'll do one more. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4. And do maybe one there. Maybe move this one down. I don't know, maybe I just put that over the words there. That's too many. I'm probably going to edit out part of this because my indecision will drive you crazy. But on the other hand, you might like to see my thought process. That's 6 stamps. I don't particularly like the number 6. So maybe I take that one off. Put a green one up there. Green here. Put green there. Maybe it's too many stamps. Oh, indecision. Let me stand up and look at it. Maybe I've got them spread around too far. Maybe I need to have them clustered better. Like he could be over the edge of that one. I like that better. And maybe this one and this one are together, but it's over here. And then, and that one goes over the edge of that tape. Actually, I feel like this one needs 2 somewhere also. Maybe I put this one up here and don't use that one, just like that. That's 3 clusters, 6 stamps, but 3 clusters of stamps. I think I like that pretty good. And then I'm planning to use this butterfly stencil that came from Crafter's Square to put the texture paste on and put it, I'm not even sure where I'm going to put butterflies right now, but I'm going to go ahead and glue the stamps on. Sometimes it helps to stand up and look at your page just to see how things look from a distance, because you get too close to it and you don't have a good objective view of it. So that's why I like to stand up sometimes. Okay, I had that right about there. Like that. And I may come back and just do some splatters on this page too when it's all finished. And I'll put this one on. I just love stamps. They're like little pieces of artwork. Like this stamp. I think that's really a pretty drawing of that flower. And you get so many different things. You get people and you get flowers and you get events and just all kinds of things. I'm going to put this one a little crooked, a little cattywampus, just because it's what I want to do. Unexpected. I'm going to put some more glue under that. And then this one I'm going to put on there. I really hate to cover up all of that postmark there. Maybe I should put it on top. Oh, I can never make up my mind. Okay. There we go. All right. I had that somewhere up here. Like that, I think. And I have that one kind of straight, so I'm going to make it straight. Both of them straight. Okay. I could always put another one down here if I think it needs it. I don't know. We'll see after I put the modeling paste on there. I guess I could use a card to do that. Maybe that's what I'll do, since I don't know where my little plastic palette knife is. I think I need to put some of this glue under the edge of these stamps, though, because they're kicking up, and it may be that hairspray that's, or I just didn't get it to the edge. And I got out my iridescent watercolors. I haven't used those yet either. But I may do that after I do the modeling paste. So many times I have things like the stamps that I really like, and I think, oh, I don't want to ruin them. I don't want to use them and ruin them. But really, what else is going to be done with them? You know, you have to get over that. I have to get over that. Maybe other people don't have that feeling. I don't know, but I certainly do. Okay. That glue, the glue stick just didn't really want to work on that for some reason. And it may just be this paper has got too many things going on. And it worked pretty well on that, so that's good. Now, I'm going to live dangerously. Take this out. I think these are pretty butterflies, so I'm kind of excited to see how it's going to look on there. But I'm still kind of going, oh, I hope I don't mess it up. But you know what? It's just paper. Just paper and paints and stuff. Right now, I like it. It's colorful, pretty. I'm going to use, this is one of those grip things that I didn't realize it was that when I bought it. It came from Dollar Tree, but it's got this nice slick back on it. I'm going to use that for my palette for the sculpturing medium. And as I said, I have never done this before, so bear with me. I'll bring it over here where you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to find one of these cards that I don't care too much about. 400 dish card. I think it'll be stiff enough to work. Okay. I'm just going to kind of get this padded out kind of there like that on the card. And decide where I want, which butterfly I want where, and where I'm going to put him. Kind of like that one right there. See if we can do this. Hold your breath. As I said, I've never done this before, so this is an adventure for me. It's kind of hard to get all the little holes filled up. Okay. Kind of don't want it too globby on there. Let's see what that did. Pretty globby. I wonder what I did wrong. Maybe it's just the nature of it. Maybe I didn't go fast enough. But whatever. It's a butterfly. It's on there. Let me wipe this off. Get a wet wipe here. You probably can't see what I'm doing. I'm just wiping that modeling paste off there with this damp cloth thing. And I probably need to dry it a little bit too. See if I've got one over here that's dry. I wonder if this side of this stencil is very smooth, but on this side it's got little rough edges that kind of almost feel like they stick up a little bit. I wonder if I should be using this side with the flat side against the paper. So maybe I'll try again with another butterfly, and hopefully he'll be prettier than that one is, but we'll just see what happens. I think what I'm going to do is blot him and maybe get off some of that extra, and maybe it won't be quite so. I could always put something over the top. Now, where do I want another butterfly? Another part of my problem might have been not having something stiff underneath there. So I'm going to grab a little cutting mat that I have right here. And put that under here. And give me a better, firmer surface to work on. Where do I want the other butterfly? He's really not doing it for me here. No, I think this side. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this flatter side down. And I think that's the one I use, so I'll do something different. Maybe I'll do this one. And I'm going to try to just go very quickly and cover it as best I can. And not mess with it too much. Okay. Still messy. I'm not sure this, the problem may be with this very flimsy stencil. I don't know. But we've got 2 butterflies on there, and I think that's going to be enough for this time. And I may do something else, add a little more texture with something else, just because I'm not too crazy about the butterflies. Hopefully that's wiped it off good enough to take care of it for now. That's kind of blank right there. Another thing I had was this napkin. I've peeled off the 2 layers that back it. And I had thought about putting a butterfly on there from this. I don't know if I want to do that or not. I really don't like the way that's looking. Maybe I'll cover him up with a butterfly. I could probably put one of those big ones there, or just even that one would probably work. So, I don't know. I think I need to let this dry a little bit. So, I'm going to turn the camera off for a bit, and we'll come back. Well, I think I'm finished for the day with this page. The one thing I did after most of this stuff got dry, it's not completely dry yet, I don't think. Somewhere where these modeling paste areas are real thick, it's probably going to need to cure out on that a little bit more. But the other thing I did was I took my large watercolor brush, which is a number 12, and used this is some iridescent watercolors that I got at Dollar General. They're not very good. I don't particularly recommend spending your money on that. Get a better brand. They're just kind of pale. Not, I don't know. But I put some of it on here. The purple, I put some purple there and up there. And then I put some of this green right there. I used that one and that one. And I don't know if you can see, it's still kind of wet too, but I don't know if you can see the shine on it or not. It's got a little bit of glimmer, iridescent look on it there and here. But anyway, I'm going to stop. I'll take a picture if I do anything else to put at the end of the video. My favorite part still is this real corner right there. I don't know how well you can see that. But I just really like the way that looks. And that was from that bubble wrap and the gold paint over the pastel, the chalk pastel. So anyway, that is my first experience with this kind of multimedia work in a journal, for instance. And I think overall, I'm not too disappointed. I like parts of it really well. I'm disappointed with how my modeling paste turned out. It did much better when I used this stiffer, this squares here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Maybe you can see that. This is stiffer than this. This one from Dollar Tree is very flimsy. And this has got more body to it. And maybe the squares worked better than those tiny little pieces on the butterflies. This one is really messy looking. This one's a little bit better. Neither one of them are really my favorites. And I might come back some other time and put something else over them. I don't know. But right now, I'm going to call it done. I'm going to put a date right down here, because I think it's important to remember. So you can say, okay, this was then, and I've come this far, and you can compare what your artwork looks like and just see if you're making progress or not. I wanted to insert this before I said goodbye today. I went ahead and worked on this some more. I did it at 2/23, and it's the 29th today, so I've done a bit more work on it since said it was finished. And one of the things I did is I put this butterfly over that smudgy one that I did, and it's from this napkin, that butterfly. And I also added this big stamp here and this stamp up here. And that's pretty much all I did to finish it up. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you got some inspiration from it, and that you will work on your own journals and have some fun. That's the main thing. We need to remember to enjoy our art and have fun while we're doing it. So I will see you next time, and if you think about it and want to, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it so much, and I appreciate all of my viewers and subscribers. So see you next time. Bye-bye.